So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7 with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
Go to Antique Obsessions for the hottest in jewelry, antiques, repurposed, solid sterling silver, one of a kind, handmade by Bruce and Jaja. Go to our Facebook, which is Antique Obsessions, or you can go to Etsy.com and go to Antique Obsessions, one word, or type it into your Google and find us there. Thanks.
Tribal, primitive, rustic, Burning Man, punk rock. Conceptual subculture for the edgiest, most cutting-edge designs of jewelry today. Go to Etsy.com/shop/conceptual subculture, or one word, either by going to Google or search Etsy, ETSY.com, and type in one word, conceptual subculture. You will find the hottest designs using natural stones with wire wrap rings, rough, raw, genuine, semi-precious gemstone jewelry, solid sterling silver, copper, leather, orgonite, bracelets, pendants, chokers, men's copper cups with sterling accents, eco-friendly, repurposed, original, one-of-a-kind design earrings. Support MBN by going to Conceptual Subculture on Etsy.
Warning, warning, everything I say is fucking crazy and should not be reinterpreted or reenacted because you will be either shot or NDAA'd. Warning.
I don't know, but if you ask me, it looks like Trump's getting drugged or he's stoned. I mean, what else can explain his behavior in Puerto Rico? You know, he was so stoned that he thought he was at the NBA All-Star Game 3-point shootout, shooting towels at the Puerto Ricans.
So depressed. I don't know what to do. Hey, go for it, man. It's easy for you to say you got the promotion. Look, it'll come, all right? Just don't worry about it.
The feeling is definitely there. It's a new morning in America. Fresh, vital. The old cynicism is gone. We have faith in our leaders. We're optimistic as to what becomes of it all.
About to incite a riot. Make some noise, break up the silence. Scream and shout, no being quiet. Spread the facts until you buy it. Come to my den, I got toys for torture. We drink the blood fresh just to stay immortals. We bring a thug fest, calling all New Yorkers, and keep a bayonet for the future slaughters. Take your bets, the players make them offers. Heads or tails, your life is on a quarter. All the king's men tally up their horses, forging ahead with a secret missile launching. Off to Georgia and start to cross the borders. In my bedroom, I'm making all the orders. If you come, you won't make it till morning. Get the picture, maybe kinda sort of. Ski mask, check. Extra filter, check. Scissors, check. Duct tape, check. H2O, check. Ammo, check. Ropes, check. Receiver, check. You're gonna get it, turn in your weapons. I'm under pressure, don't you forget it. You're gonna get it, turn in your weapons. I'm under pressure, don't you forget it. I got the right moves, I know what you do. You know I love you, but I'll still sue you. Don't take your questions, I'm too a guru. I'll keep you guessing and give you two screws. Don't try to stop me, you cannot block me. How do you not see my fucking pot leaves? I got deep pockets, I'll send a rockets. You smell like vomit.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna sue you. And you smell like vomit. You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show. This is the show that skull fucks NPR listeners right in the ear. That's the only way, or in the mouth. anywhere to just shut them up. I mean, they sound so boring. You ever heard NPR? Sounds freaking boring. Anyway, Jaja's joining me. Hi, Jaja. What do you think of NPR and skull fucking NPR people? That is your song I'm playing, by the way, which is called Turn In Your Weapons, which is what all these psyops that are going around on TV are propagated to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do you think of NPR first? They suck, right?
I don't listen to them.
Me neither.
They just put me to sleep.
They put me to sleep. I don't need to listen to that to put me to sleep. I just put on Coast to Coast and listen to, like, Bigfoot stories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's October 6th, 2017. So it's, believe it or not, still hurricane season. There's a new hurricane spinning out there. They're evacuating people in New Orleans right now. Hurricane Nate. Well, they just pull these out of their asses, right? I mean, maybe that's the storm that Trump was talking about that nobody knows what he was talking about. Oh, what's he talking about? I think he's stoned. I think they're putting, like, weed or liquid weed in his, like, muffins or something, and he's just out of it. He's stoned.
Yeah. Sounds like something's going on with him.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't sound the same as he was. Like, if you just listen to him now as opposed to when he was on, campaigning, it sounds totally different.
I think they're drugging him, and I think the drug of choice is him being stoned. They're stoning him.
You think he's doing it on purpose? You think he's smoking?
They're getting him stoned so they can get him ready to be stoned, literally. Like in the old days. Anyway, we tell it like it is here on this show, folks, okay? I'll say anything, okay? Trannies are fags that just want more attention. How about that? I told you I'd say anything.
Well, they do. You're right. But they are, and I can tell you that for a fact, because I had a lot of trans and crazy bi friends, and in fact, I did hear a very clear story of an Indian pharmacist who was just a normal gay man, and he wasn't good looking, and he couldn't get the kind of guys he wanted, and then eventually, in his later years, like he was in his late 30s or something, he decided to just totally become a woman or put on shoes because then he could attract the men that he wanted. It's true. They do it to get attention.
Look, gone are the bygone...
It's not to find true love.
Gone are the bygone days of the milkman, leaving some nice ice-cold milk for you at the front porch. Now they'll probably have a milk tranny man come and leave it at your door. No, she'll just come at your door, if you know what I mean. No, look, the days where every neighborhood looked the same, they all look the same, like the neighborhoods in Edward Scissorhands all look the same. It's all gone. It's a delusion. It's an illusion. It's all over. Okay, I'll be surprised. Maybe they'll come up with, the shooter was a tranny. So now, leave him alone because they found out he had, high heels on or something. And that's the thing. What shooter? Okay, because what shooter? I mean, they keep showing you pictures, a guy on the floor, dead, with no neck tattoo. And then they show you a picture of this guy, the same guy that did it, right? Paddock. And then he has a neck tattoo in one picture. But then the intel and the army psyops will just say that I'm eating paste and that I'm full of it and I'm crazy. When in one picture he's got a neck tattoo, they'll say, "Oh no, that's neck fat. You're
edit it
eating
out?
paste." Oh yeah. So the guy that's supposedly on the floor dead, it looks like a mafia hit first and foremost. Actually, it looks fucking fake. There should be way more blood around the cranium. Anyway, it's totally fake. And CNN's holding all sorts of footage, edited footage. They didn't even show you that there was a security guard / cop running. In the concert, shooting a pop gun, a paintball gun, a cap gun, anything. Anything with a flash. Okay? Oh, and they're even getting cabbies to say that it was real, or they have cabbies coming around with crisis actors. Oh, they were the ambulances. Oh, and then he was targeting the jet. He was targeting the jet fuel tanks. He was... He had a bunch of explosives in his car. Oh no, he had targets in his car. So they can't even make the story straight. They can't make up their minds. They can't get it straight.
Well, what gets me is that there's no body that's coming across is believable. Not one person shows any real emotion. They show no empathy. They show no fright. They show no trauma. They show no blood. They show
it's
no
nothing
bruises.
but fake pictures being propagated and proliferated after all these supposed tragedies. Just fake pictures after fake pictures, and they put fucking Anderson Pooper Scooper in your face so you could like just eat it all up. Didn't they put that asshole behind a green screen? I mean, hasn't he fake news? This is fake news. Las Vegas, let me tell you something. Might as well call this fucking thing the Las Vegas, freaking Las Vegas shooting massacre that helped you forget about Puerto Rico. It's like a monster movie, right? I mean, the spirit of Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, there's real people dying and suffering without water, and they're really American.
Yeah, Puerto Rico. And I tell you, look, Trump, I know what he's going to be for Halloween. He's going to be the fucking Joker. I mean, could you believe that when he was like throwing paper towels like he was like a point guard at the NBA All-Star Game three-pointer contest? He's like, here you go, here you go. I mean, I'm telling you, he's got to be stoned. Let me tell you something. It's far more than him just going full retard. I mean, he might as well go full fucking Adolf Hitler. Okay, just picture Adolf Hitler with a fucking orange haircut. Okay, and I'm not trying to sound like Rachel Maddow. She could suck my ass. Okay, it is what it is. He's either stoned or he's turning full Hitler. Wow. That's what it is. I mean,
well, he's letting I don't know if it's him though. I mean,
Oh, did you hear? Did you hear you call him Tillerman? But yeah, his name's Tillerson. It was funny, he fucked up. Whatever. Tillerman, Tillerson, the ExxonMobil guy. He called Trump a moron.
He did.
You believe that shit? So they got the McMaster over there serving Soros and the globalists in the deep state, and then the other one, Exxon Saturn Mobil, calling him a moron.
I mean, look, obviously you cannot blame Trump.
You can't blame him for wanting to light up a blunt.
You can't blame Trump for Puerto Rico, okay? Because
but he did show up in an Air Force plane. Jaja. He showed up. Listen to me. It's my show. It's just revelations and epiphanies here. He showed up in a damn fucking Air Force plane with a Skull and Crossbones logo on it. Okay?
And as I was saying, is that during Bohemian Grove, I mean, they
have a camp called the Mandalay Camp as well. So why did I say Skull and Crossbones? Because you're right. Trump is not running anything. You know who's running it? Skull and Bones 322. Okay, because he shows up in a Air Force plane with a Jolly Roger on it. Now, if you go back in time, folks, what's the Jolly Roger? Okay, what is it? What's it called in Germany? What's it called in Germany? It's called the Totenkopf. The Totenkopf. That's from Germany. So Trump's showing up in an Air Force plane with the Totenkopf on it. With the Skull and Bones. So that's who's running the show. Okay? So Las Vegas, you believe it? Even they're saying that the gunman had a hairdresser. Really? A hairdresser? This is a false flag. Alright, in the spirit of Halloween, the kiddies dressing up as pirates now. They say that's bigoted. Oh, you're a bigot because they can't dress up as a pirate. But I don't know. Maybe Trump's going to dress up as a pirate because he's showing up to Puerto Rico, flaunting the false flag that he's going to help. But really, he's got a Skull and Crossbones on the Air Force plane. You see the USAF? They got the Skull and Crossbones. The Secret Society of Yale 322 has a Skull and Crossbones. That's what it is. It's the false flag. Just like in the days when the pirates would, terrorize the seven seas, and an English ship would be approaching, they would fly the British double-crossing flag, because the Queen is a double-crossing bitch. They would fly it as a false flag to get them lured in, like, oh, it's a friendly ship, and then they'd take it down, and they'd fly the Jolly Roger, the Totenkopf in Germany, the false flag. And that's what Trump's doing. I mean, Mandalay, last time I checked, is a camp in Bohemian Grove. Who goes to Bohemian Grove? The Bushes, the Bush family, Bush Sr. Right? This is a false flag of epic proportions. They should just, on the Skull and Bones, they should just They should just put a blonde fucking haircut on the skull and bones. You should have a blonde haircut. Anyway, I want to ask Jaja about hairdressers and hair. I want to ask her about hairdressers and hairdressing because, you know, she's a chick. And, you know, I don't have a hairdresser. She's my hairdresser. You believe this guy? He had a hairdresser. The shooter had a hairdresser. What do you think about Puerto Rico and hairdressers?
You know what I think?
Take the mic.
I think that what I was going to say before, you know.
Go ahead, keep it entertaining. People like to be entertained.
About, that Bohemian Grove. Just that what I was saying is that it's got nothing to do with Donald. Okay, this is like you said, a 322 skull and bones, long time manifestation of hatred toward Puerto Rico and Puerto Ricans, and you know they think of them as disposable. And Puerto Rico itself, the land, is a territory, and people don't realize it that their rights are not even available to them. Most of their
not in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I mean, if the Puerto Ricans want to come to the mainland or one of the 50 the states, they could have their rights. But that's the fucked up thing. They're never. To me, it doesn't appear that they know their rights.
They don't know that they were invaded, and they don't know that Puerto Rico is a property and that they don't belong there. They're technically political prisoners.
Yeah, they keep saying, "Oh, we're Americans. We're Americans." Well, you're citizens. Yeah, you are, but technically, you're in a place that that the U.S. government could do anything they want with that property. So if they want to destroy the property and you are on it, your rights are as limited as, you know, as...
Oh, they're null and void.
Yeah. They're just, you basically don't have too many rights. You could come to the mainland. And then, but most people don't realize that, and they are going to be suckered and, you know, and be just, you know, that's why you can see that the army wasn't right there distributing food and they were screaming they're going to have to pay for it, because they're trying to tell them that the Puerto Ricans want it both ways. They don't want to become a state, and then they don't want to pay federal tax, because they don't want to pay federal taxes, but then they want help.
But in a way, Trump was telling it like it is. I mean, they are totally in debt. I mean, but is he either being stoned, or is he being a total asshole by, like, just flinging paper towels at them and then just being so blunt? I mean, nobody wants to, like, you know, sugarcoat this, because the Puerto Ricans definitely, they owe a bunch of money. So who's gonna bail them out? But at the end of the day, Trump also can't say, hey, you've been invaded, your property, Puerto Rico's ours, and yeah. Because you know what? There's a lot of fucking Puerto Ricans in New York that'll start to revolt. And, I mean, you see them. What do you want them to do? You want Puerto Ricans to join Black Lives Matter? I mean, you see already what they're doing. Yeah,
and then Jay-Z and Fat Joe and Daddy Yankee, all the artists and stuff, they're all coming through to actually, as individuals, to help towns. Like each, you know, they just pick a town and they help it out.
Oh, they're not helping anything. They're helping themselves.
I know.
They're helping them. Give me a break, please.
I know. What is a stupid one box of things?
Anyway, they're using the Las Vegas psyop because it's a hoax. It's fake news. I'm gonna tell it like it is. Okay, it's fucking fake, and they're using that to divert attention from the Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans? It's fake news. I mean, you believe it? Really? The fucking killer had the Vegas killer, right? They gave him a nice name. He had a hairdresser. I don't have a hairdresser. Well, I do. You're my hairdresser. But this guy had a fucking hairdresser. Anyway, they're not. CNN's not saying they had multiple shooters in the crowd. Really, they had toy guns. They had guys dressed as security shooting off toy guns or flare guns.
They weren't real guns. That was soundtracks.
Oh yeah.
It was very easy to project the soundtrack over amps, you know,
it's a movie.
System. They have already a band playing, right?
They should call it the Las Vegas Chainsaw Massacre that helps you forget about Puerto Rico. Like I said, it's a psyop. It's fake.
It's a drill.
It's a drill. It's all that.
Yeah, all those people were not really crying. They were faking it. They all of them look like military. They didn't look like real concert goers.
Oh yeah, I mean, just look at all these fake fucking pictures that are propagated. Fake. The BBC even put out...
They look like military.
The BBC even put out an article that said the fake pictures that are shared after tragedies. So, I know what Trump's going to be for Halloween, folks. I know it, okay? He's not going to be a pirate. Trump's going to be the Joker for Halloween. No, really. And that's the name of this episode. Why so serious? Puerto Rico. That's what he's saying, just like the Joker. Right? Why so serious, Puerto Rico? Here, go long as I throw you a touchdown with this paper towel. Unbelievable. Really. Look, Trump should just replace the Trump logo with the Jolly Roger, like I said, because they keep conducting false flag after false flag after false flag, no matter who's prez. Okay? Forget about going full retard. He went full Hitler. And they're going to keep doing false flags.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Trump should just address the fact that what he's what's going on with Puerto Rico, and just saying that Puerto Rico, there's a way to address people to not make them want to go crazy. They should say, now that we've come together to help Puerto Rico in the time of crisis, they should realize their need and for a larger, more stronger mommy and daddy, and agree to be a state. But I don't even think that, the thing is that the military doesn't want them to be a state because the military wants to occupy it. Just like they did with Vieques.
Oh, yeah. And Skull and Bones don't give a flip. They don't give a flying flip about Puerto Ricans. They go to Bohemian Grove, right? We mentioned it. If you know things about Bohemian Grove, they got a giant portrait or painting with at Bohemian Grove with cockroaches marching with Puerto Rican flags. That's what they think of Puerto Rico. And I'm telling you, Skull and Bones, 322, Bush, and his frat boys, they're the ones, along with the Jesuits, they do whatever the Jesuits at the top of the hierarchical order of the Illuminati says. But it's 322 running the joint. Because I tell you, I can show you on the back of a dollar bill where you think the little owl is. I flip that sucker upside down, and what's it going to have? It's going to have a Skull and Bones on it, folks. Why did Trump show up in Puerto Rico with the freaking Jolly Roger on the Air Force plane? It's a false flag. He's telling you. It's just like the old pirate days. Is it not?
Basically, I mean, we're the colonialists. We're imperialists. We totally hijacked Puerto Rico.
I hate to sound like a wanker, but yeah, it's true. I mean, look, the thing that's really getting to me is, Trump just winks. He winks. He's acting like the Riddler, telling us to figure out what calm before the storm means. Meanwhile, there's a storm, a new storm, a Category 1 that they created out of nowhere, barreling into Louisiana again. So now Trump's going to have a real Katrina on its hands. It's not going to be, Puerto Rico's not going to be his Katrina. New Orleans is going to be his Katrina. Right?
Yeah.
And so he just gives you this cryptic message of the calm before the storm. Well, what the fuck's going to happen next, nigga?
Yeah.
Well, they're going to try to cap your ass? I mean, what the hell's going on? I think he's on drugs.
Well, and then
I think he's taking drugs.
The thing about the death tolls that he goes, give me the certified death tolls. And the fact is that the certified means that they had to write a death certificate. But I saw reports where people have actually called around to hospitals in Puerto Rico, and they even came up with a number around like 69 the other day, but they couldn't even write death certificates, so nothing was certified, and the morgues were full. So, you're never going to... You should be watching, what's them suffer on TV, on the fucking news, but you don't see shit. And they don't have... I'm sure they don't have electricity, so these people are not updating you, and I'm sure if one or two gets through, they're very selective. I'm sure that they've already pinpointed, like, who gets the electricity, and they're not, you don't see any rebellion coming out of Puerto Rico, so that's another thing, it's a very...
Well, you don't even hear about Puerto Rico except on this show. Puerto Rico doesn't exist anymore, okay? Nibiru came and literally sat on Puerto Rico. So Nibiru showed up in 2017, okay? The Mayan apocalypse, okay? The Mayan calendar that was staring at the flat earth in space, in the cosmos, waiting for, utter devastation. It happened. It happened to Puerto Rico.
What about those weird videos that we saw from those naval intelligence pointing out in the sky, the clouds? They had ships.
Oh my goodness, they're coming up with. You want to talk about crazy conspiracy theories? They're saying that they got ships in the sky that look like that are cloaked by clouds. The freaking Star Wars, the battleships that Star Wars has.
Yeah, and they're showing them cloaked by clouds, and you could kind of see some movement with a belly. It's really weird.
Well, they probably got a lot of that going on by Puerto Rico now.
You never know. I'm just saying, the sky is also maritime law, just like the water is maritime law.
As above, so below?
Yeah, they could do whatever they could definitely have floating airships. I mean, Speaking
of floating, there's a whole bunch of floating dead Puerto Ricans that nobody cares about. Nobody cares because Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! That's right. Oh, yeah. A bunch of losers anyway. Because, think about it. Who goes to Vegas? You go to Vegas to lose. The casinos always win. Okay? So, literally, it's a bunch of losers running around with fake blood. I mean, shouldn't there be, 500 piles of blood? Blood pools everywhere?
There should have been trauma. You would have seen
and hundreds of fractured sidewalk from the guns and stuff, from where the shot hit.
You know what they did? They said they showed
nothing.
They showed a sign. It said warning, graphic, be careful, kids. And then all you see is people running. You don't see blood. You don't see anything. I mean, you don't see people screaming. You see them. And
CNN's been editing footage of multiple shooters or guys with paintball guns / flare guns.
Well, they want to create some kind of spectacle and diversions. And,
diversion for Puerto Rico. And also it helps because, like I said, this whole Las Vegas shooting psyop, now they want to say, the silencers. Could you imagine how many more people you could have gunned down with silencers? It's not about silencers, folks. It's about silencing you from defending yourself and upholding the Second Amendment.
They never found a motive. And being a studying police, you should question. That's the first thing.
I have a degree in criminology. I am technically a private investigator.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
this reeks of horseshit. The cops keep saying, his motive, no motive, and he's unclear. No motive, and he's unclear. No, it's pretty clear that whatever the psyop was, it was aimed at targeting Republican / country music people. Right? But then again, they want to say that NRA did it. Or Donald Trump did it. Or some Alex Jones fan did it. When it was some libtard that probably voted for Bernie Sanders. It's always libtards with guns. So I have the perfect solution. Ban libtards and Democrats from ever owning guns. They can't own guns. If you're a registered Democrat, you're not allowed to own a weapon. And go fuck yourself. How about that? Okay, all these fucknuts, all these fucking fucks out there, they want to keep fucking with the Second Amendment. That's right, I say fuck more than Goodfellas. You don't like it, fuck you. No, really. It said 500 injured, and then it dwindles down to 29 people. And yeah, even the Joker, you know what? Trump kind of looks like the original Joker from the Adam West things. He looks like Romero a little bit. Okay, that too. And we're not turning into Rachel Madcow. All right? Fuck them too. Fuck the left, fuck the right. And if you think I'm with either one of them, fuck you back.
It has nothing to do with Donald. In fact, we said...
No, he went in there and he's meeting with crisis actors. He's part of the damn fucking thing.
At the same time, it was...
What is he, stoned or is he an asshole?
Well,
okay,
at the same time, they were going to file for supposedly impeachment charges.
Oh, yeah, and that's why this Las Vegas shooting happened, because it helped, delay that whole impeachment thing. Now they have idiots, all these illegal aliens and Black Lives Matter communists and whatever, hanging out in LA, blocking traffic and blocking the road to the hospitals and November 4th it begins. Oh, fuck you, get off the road. Black Lives Splatter. Let's go. Put it into gear. Okay, but seriously, how do they go from 500 injured to now, it's 29? And how come there's not 500, pools of blood everywhere?
The new number is 29.
Oh, yeah, there's only 29 people hurt after they said 500. Really?
Incredible.
And here's another thing they didn't tell you. Okay, the shooting started in the New York Hotel and Casino. But then it was like, oh, nothing happened at the New York, blah, blah, blah. And then ISIS keeps taking credit. I'm telling you, on one network, on MS, LSD, NBC, the shooter has a Make America Great Again red hat. And then on the Fox News, this Paddock guy, the shooter, the Vegas killer, has a fucking turban. You see how it varies from station to station?
Well, they're gonna no good crisis goes unused. So without going whatever, you know it.
We all know it. We all know what you want to say.
Right.
That freaking cockstain, Rahm Emanuel said it. Speaking of cockstains, what do you think of Harvey Weinstein? They went from Hurricane Harvey to Hurricane Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Well, a few people don't know, I've been reading on the Reddit and the 4 channel, all the shills and the intel I get, that Harvey Weinstein was actually banging out one of Obama's daughters. What was it? The long one that has the horse face. Yeah. What's her name? Melania? No,
Malia.
oh my God, I'm in trouble now. Malia, whatever, it sounds the same, right? Malia. Okay, let me say it, Malia. Yeah, so Weinstein was banging out Malia, was one of his interns. Unbelievable. And then that ape with the freaking banana cock, Michelle Obama, says that Weinstein's a wonderful man. And they're pimping out their own daughter to a Pizzagator.
Well, it's amazing how they're bringing in film directors and producers, to the same dialogue as Las Vegas. I mean, they're superimposing. They're letting you know that it was a filmic production. It was like it was a drill. I mean,
oh yeah.
I bet you those people were all Lebensborn, all born into some Nazi family that they couldn't place, that were not really
I saw a bunch of others in there as well. Look,
yeah,
you know what it is? You know what it is? It's liberals and progressives propagating mass gun violence in the media and faking events in the news.
Yeah, but if they faked it, but they have to be a lifetime of keeping their mouth shut. So.
Anyway, Michelle Obama said that Weinstein is a wonderful man. This guy that's fucking banging out Barrio's freaking tadpole is a wonderful man. Unbelievable. And then it goes, like we said, there's no motive for the Vegas shooting. It's unclear, no motive, no reason. Okay, CNN says, meanwhile, the shooter's connected to Obama, and you probably didn't even know about it, right? Or the shooter was a degenerate gambler, and they wanted to take all his money, and they whacked him somewhere else. You see that movie Casino, right? There's a lot of holes in the desert. And you see what they did to Joe Pesci. They took him out in the weeds, and then they beat him with a bat. Who knows what they did to the real shooter? I mean, this guy has a tattoo, this guy doesn't. Okay? The shooting started here in New York, then it ended up over here. Oh, then he wanted to shoot the jet tanks, the jet fuel. They just so happened to have a concert next to some jet fuel tanks. And how about this? How about in one of the Simpsons episodes, Ned Flanders is like shooting at country music people the same way this guy was. Yeah, it's in the Simpsons. So the Simpsons are like Mandela affecting it, like traveling back and forth and shit. And I tell you what they want. At the end, the only thing they want in Vegas is so that you have all of Michael Chertoff's naked body scanners in there, before you get into the hotel. That's what's going to happen. The Win is already doing it in Las Vegas. The Win. They're good friends with Trump. The guy from The Win. But again, unclear, no motive, CNN said. Unbelievable. So the shooter, like I said, might be connected to Obama, they're saying. He had explosives. Oh, no, wait, they were just targets. They show him with a neck tattoo, then he doesn't have a neck tattoo. They even got the cabbies to help in on the PSYOP. Crisis actors. Unbelievable. The Vegas Killer. They always like to give their psycho killers a nice name. The Vegas Killer left a note in Arabic. But no, wait. How did he do that? How did the white ISIS guy, apparently ISIS even had a name for him. His name was Americani Gringo Radicalo. Vegas Killer. He left a note in Arabic. No, I'm just bullshitting you. No, really? A note in Arabic? How could he do that if he's white? Oh my God, he's white Al Qaeda. Oh my God. Oh, and then they had another story. Oh, the Vegas killer left Antifa literature. What Antifa literature? What? Did he leave Playgirl? Because that's what Antifas read, right? Speaking of Playgirl, you know something else I read? I heard that they whacked Hef. They whacked Hef. You believe that? They whacked Hef. No pun intended. Get it? Whack? Oh, really? They whacked Hef. It was about time, right? Oh, how long was he raping freaking 16-year-old Playboy bunnies for, huh? Putting the Egyptian slut Playboy ears that they would use in Egyptian times, putting them on his hose, you know. At like 15, Hugh Hefner was having chicks. So, you know, he must have pissed off a lot of people doing that. And his time came and they whacked him. I don't know. I think they whacked him. But look, at the end of the day, I'm a criminologist. I'm not a fake news reporter. I'm not on CNN. I'm an investigator, a private investigator. Okay? With a degree in criminology. And I know that this fucking Vegas thing was hoaxed. Okay? And the shooter on paper was a liberal nutso. I'll tell you one thing on MSNBC. Oh, he's got the MAGA hat. And now Fox says, oh, he's got a turban. Give me a break. Oh, and then he was on pills. He's an MK Ultra killer. Oh, my God. Oh, we need gun control now. You know, when Hitler took the guns and Pol Pot took the guns and Stalin took the guns, how many people they killed? Like 20 million? Pol Pot? Pol Pot didn't kill that many. Stalin. Yeah, and who aided Pol Pot in the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia? Reagan. Reagan gave him all the guns. Reagan. That's right. So Trump wants to be so much like fucking Reagan, he's literally bringing the Khmer Rouge here to America. It's like that Las Vegas thing was like something that should happen in Cambodia, right, Jaja? Didn't we see a movie? We saw a movie on Netflix. It was that guy with that fucked up nose. What's his name? It looked like they punched him like 15 times in the nose. Owen Wilson. And he was like running with his kids.
It was called No Escape.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. What are they going to do next? They're going to put up the wall, then you're really going to have no escape. Anyway, what do you think? What do you think of what I'm ranting?
Well, yeah. I just think that it's, you should probably not want to build a wall in case you need to leave this country.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, so they want gun control, but in reality, they should have pill control. Or they should have movie control, right? Because it's the liberals and progressives who propagate all the mass gun violence.
Listen, Bruce, Goebbels is running America.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you like it or not. It's really the Fourth Reich. So they'll separate you into whatever category you want to be affiliated with. But anywhere you look is going to be the Fourth Reich. So, they're going to do what they want to do. And just hopefully you don't get in their way. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's why...
Oh, the Fourth Reich never lost.
That's why
or the Third Reich never lost.
That's why it's not like you don't have like 50 million listeners like mainstream. And the only way you could ever be like mainstream, like all these supposed alternative talk show hosts, is by lying and by being part of them. And they never came to us to like ask us to lie or anything. So, it doesn't...
No, they just target us and fuck with our Spreaker feed and our Spreaker signal.
Yeah, they make sure...
They could be fucking with us right now. I don't even know. Maybe I sound like all choppy, but we have some fans out there that would let us know if we sound like shit.
Yeah.
Send us an email or something. Thanks. Hey, thank you guys.
It's true.
I mean, I'm not God. I'm not omnipresent.
We're just like average people considering, the facts.
Yeah, we're not crisis actors. We're real investigators. We're not crisis actors, and we could smell bullshit. Okay? Right? Yeah, don't you smell bullshit on this?
I'm a little psychic. I have felt nothing. How come I still want to cry for Puerto Rico, but
because
I'm feeling nothing for these motherfuckers? Look,
just like Obi-Wan knew in Star Wars when that planet, Alderaan, was freaking destroyed. He was like, he had to sit down because he felt that, like, the Death Star blew it up, right? And he sat down because he felt something in the Force. He felt a lot of lives extinguished. It's the same thing. You can feel it in the force if it's really for real. And it's not. It's Hollywood, folks. Truly is. I mean, this Vegas shooting to me is so retarded. It's more retarded than that porno with Sylvester Stallone in it.
The Italian Stallion.
The Italian Stallion. Hey, yo, you want to see me roll around? I don't really know how to have sex, but yeah, I just roll around like 100 times, and you could call it sex, and there we go. Hey, yo, hey.
You know what? I'd rather just get off the subject of this fake news because it's just so going nowhere.
I exposed the shit out of it, right? How many talk show hosts do you know that kick as much ass as me, folks? I mean, you see how I could jam-pack, action-packed freaking, exposing hoaxes in, less than 2 hours?
Yeah.
Who does that?
There were other people that exposed Sandy Hook, but, nobody wants to touch this.
Nah, they don't do it anymore.
They don't want to touch this. They've all been bought out, and they get a nice fat paycheck, and they're not going to risk it. So we don't really get a fat paycheck. We really struggle as artists, but we're just giving you our opinions, our thoughts, and our...
And it's not toxic. Our opinions are not toxic. They're well-researched. Unlike CNN, that is totally toxic and full of shit. Okay? And it's just unbelievable to me how all these Hollywood idiots are making a fortune out there with their gun propaganda. Every freaking movie they show up. And, I'm against Trump and the NRA. Go watch my film where I mow down 157 grandpappy sands.
I've heard better sound effects from, you could download on the internet for guns. Really, I have a whole library of gun sounds.
Oh, no, Cha-Cha, but don't you know that guns are evil? Oh, my God, they're senseless. Oh, my God, they're senseless death machines. Oh, my God, get them off the street now.
I have a library of gun sounds. If you put any of those over a loudspeaker, a PA system, some kind of while a concert, threaded through.
Yo, I could make it sound like World War III myself.
Yeah,
anywhere. Okay, I could pop something. I could pop a pop gun or a cap gun, paintball gun, or a gun popping, popping your asshole, whatever.
They didn't really scream that loud. I've heard people that have screamed with gunshots, and even in movies they do a better job.
Well, they should have a new basketball team. They should have the Lakers move from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. So it could be the Los Angeles fakers to the Las Vegas fakers, because that's what they're doing. It's just fake, 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 fake. Look, I saw Bullet for my Valentine at Mandalay. Who goes to concerts to the Mandalay? I went to one and I saw Bullet. That's how I know this is fakety, fake, fake, fake.
Right.
It's as fake as a $3 bill. How about that?
Yeah. So speaking of something that's not fake, you should. We watched this Big Mouth on Netflix the other day. It was really great. I mean,
that cartoon. You know
cartoon.
What? It's not a cartoon. It's like legal pedophilia. I mean, they got those little kids nutting and sucking and showing their wieners and oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, actually.
Well, it's funny because I really feel targeted in it. I feel like they based the redhead off of me, and I feel like they...
just because she went to a synagogue and she has a Mexican boyfriend / husband like you. Well, I'm not really Mexican. I like to call myself American. But whatever, dude.
She got bat mitzvahed in front of the same pew as me.
Bat mitzvah.
I got bat mitzvahed at some temple in Long Island, and that's where they were.
Bat mitzvah.
And they were all on Long Island, okay? Remember, they were on Long Island, and there was a specific pew, this background they had at this temple that I, gave my Haftorah at, and it had the Jewish star, all interlocked.
It reminded
exactly
you. Anyway, Big Mouth is really funny.
Well, it's pretty good.
It's really funny.
Really obnoxious. It's definitely for people over
15. Netflix thinks that they could charge more now because of the little cartoon series Big Mouth.
Well, then they should start funding us because they're totally jacking our life. They got script writers sniffing and giggling and snorting.
No pun intended when you say jacking our lives, right?
Yeah, they are. They are. They're totally taking anything that they can get, and it's...
Look, first of all, I never fucked my pillow like on that show, okay? And if I did, I would put a big picture of Pamela Anderson on the pillow, okay?
You would?
No, I wouldn't. Oh, I didn't know you back then, bitch. And you weren't around. There was no
so you're
Jaja
talking
dancing.
about something you did when you were like 12?
There was no
So you're
Jaja
talking
dancing.
about something you did when you were like 12?
Do you want me to kick your ass live on air?
You brought it up.
I didn't bring anything up. I said hypothetically speaking, because if you watch Big Mouth, there's a little Mexican kid in there that fucks his pillow.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what are they trying to say? That all little Mexican kids fuck their pillow?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do
you know
that.
what else?
But hypothetically speaking, if I did, like I said, I would put a picture of Pamela Anderson.
You would
on.
have. Not
Would have. Yes.
Like
years
in
ago.
the past, right.
You weren't around. You were like at Cooper Union shaking your B cups or C cups or whatever you had back then. I don't know. I don't know things.
Yeah. Anyway, so they also went to the Statue of Liberty where we went.
Yeah.
So they,
yeah.
We went to the Statue of Liberty and
we took our little nephew there that kind of looked like one of the characters.
Well, my nephew's way more cute.
Yeah, whatever. They looked really fucked up in that cartoon series, but he kind of sounds. Your nephew's really smart, so he kind of sound. They kind of sound very smart too. And they don't sound like little idiots. It's definitely not for kids. Anyway, Big Mouth, very funny, very funny. Yeah, that's what you should watch on TV. Yeah,
you should watch it. You should definitely try to catch it.
If you like us, you watch them. I mean, we have potty mouths, and the potty mouth does not stop here.
It does not stop.
I mean, they got a jerk off demon, and they got him jerking off. He's got like furry dicks flying out of his pocket and flying into his mouth, and oh my goodness,
hormone monsters.
Yeah, right.
Creepy parents that like rub their tits into kids' faces and stuff, and yeah, and they get excited.
That didn't happen to me either. I didn't have any mothers rub their tits on my face.
In fact, they depicted the American Mexican. They depicted him with a really psychotic, evil mother.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, we all have psychotic, evil mothers, and he kind of looks like fucking George Lopez.
He looked like
George Lopez was really Mexican.
Yeah.
And another thing, bro, George Lopez, you should just go commit suicide right now because everybody hates you. You stink. You're not funny. You fucking suck, George Lopez, okay? And if I saw you walking down the street, I would punch you right in the fucking big-ass Bangladeshi nose you have because you're not fucking funny. You're fucking lame. Okay, Miley Cyrus, why don't you go dive head first into a fucking wood chipper because nobody gives a fuck about you and Jimmy Fallon. Nobody gives a fuck about the stupid I'm sorry letter you wrote to fucking Hillary. And all these people are literally brain dead, like just zombified baboons.
And more proof that it was George Lopez who got somebody to fuck with my underwear in FedEx because the George Lopez looking motherfucker brought up what did he say? Invade a FedEx shipment?
Okay, on Big Mouth, now you're going back to Big Mouth. You think people know what you're saying, but on the cartoon series Big Mouth, there's that George Lopez looking kid that talks about FedEx shipping and packing, and you had an incident with FedEx where they stole all your sexy panties.
Yeah, on the move here to Tucson, I stuffed all my underwear in my photographs, and granted I got my photographs, which is worth quite a bit of money, thank God, but they opened up both ends and pulled out all my socks and underwear out of 7 tubes.
Yeah. So it was funny. It was funny when I heard them say that on the show. I was like, FedEx packing what? And then that guy is like a depraved little sex maniac. So can you imagine if they're opening up the FedEx packages and then they see some sexy ass panties they don't even know it's Jaja's, the goddess Jaja that belongs to me. Let me tell you, whatever. We suspect George Lopez is behind it. That's why, George Lopez, I would fucking kick your fucking monkey ass. All right, you're lucky I didn't go to your fucking show in Tucson this year. All right, because next time you show up to Tucson, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna shout in the crowd that you're a fucking pendejo, a fake fucking vato, alright? You're a little fucking bitch, bro. Alright, where I come from, let me tell you something. I don't come from Bangladesh, alright? I got stories, okay? I remember getting off the school bus, long time ago. Little Bruce getting off the school bus. And there were these cholos that probably watched a lot of George Lopez comedy. And they thought they could punk me, right? They punked me and my little white boy skater friends. And I was quiet, I was a quiet kid. They talk about calm before the storm. I'm sitting on the school bus. Those big, green, stupid seats with no seatbelts. Oh, that's safe. And this fucking cholo kid is talking shit, some fat ass with a bald head, saying he's going to kick my ass. So finally, I take my headphones off. I tell him, no, I'm going to kick your ass. So it's the strong and silent type. I was, the strong and silent type, even as a kid. So I didn't say much. I said, no, I took my headphone off, so I'm going to kick your ass when I get off the bus. And that kind of, like, mind fucked him. So he, like, backed off. And he's like, okay, cool. Yeah, well, I'll see you, when the bus stops. So finally the bus stopped, and all my friends are like, you really going to fight him? Yeah, I'm going to fight him. So we're walking. We walk towards, we walk in our neighborhood where we live. And I don't know where that kid lived. He would get picked up by his uncle. So his uncle stops. And he turns around to his uncle. We stop in front of a house where we're going to fight. And the uncle's like, hey, what are you doing? And then the fatso, Cholo, looks over at his uncle, because his uncle's picking him up. It's his ride. And he says, oh, hey, just wait, uncle. I'm going to kick this kid's ass real quick. As he's turning his face back around to engage me, I'm already halfway into a right haymaker. And I hit this fatso right in the mouth. Then I grab him by the back of his bald head because he's so fat he didn't fall down. He just kind of like wiggled, like, he like moved a little bit. So I said, oh, let me help you out with that. So, I put my leg in between his legs, kind of did a move where I pushed him after I punched him and knocked him right in his ass. Anyway, the story is simple. Don't fuck with me or I'll kick your ass. What do you think about that, Judge? Judge is looking for a lighter, and I don't know how many times I've told you that schoolboy story of me kicking some fat kid's ass. Mm-hmm. But I never told the Bruce Montalvo audience. They need to know more about me. I need to tell them stories like this.
Yeah.
Hey, what do they want me to do? Talk about some fucking fake psyop, fucking fake Lee Harvey Oswald shooter?
I can't talk about that anymore.
I'm sick of it.
I'm just so sick of trying
What do you want me to do? Talk about...
Deconstructed.
What do you want me to talk about? Floating Puerto Ricans that are floating like turds, dead?
All these people, look at them. They look like they spent time in the military.
Or look, there's the hairdresser. Oh, there's the hairdresser. What is this, a Morrissey song? Hairdresser on fire now? You fucking kidding me? The Vegas killer had a hairdresser.
She looks like she's related to Melania.
Look how happy this lady is, smiling. Hey, relax with all that. Relax with all that with your doppelgangers. She just sees people and puts faces together like she's fucking Houdini, pulling rabbits out of a hat.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know how many people work at Tavistock that are...
They all work at Tavistock.
Yeah, they could...
And they all try to be investigators. Oh, they're the authority. They're the investigator. Oh, they're the FBI profilers. Oh, they're the criminologists that we need to listen to.
Don't have a clear motive.
We still don't have a clear motive. Let me tell you something, you stupid fucking CNN. Even though this is a psyop, the motive is clear to me. Country singers support Trump, support Republicans. The motive is to shoot and kill Republicans. I mean, they even had hashtags. Hashtag hunt Republicans, the Democrats. Hashtag kill Republicans. Okay, and they're trying to sit there and act like this is a right-wing thing, or like the NRA has anything to do with it. It's a fucking liberal fucking dumbass monkey that did this fucking thing. All of them do this. It was the Scalise shooter. Okay, well, Gabby Giffords, don't tell me about Gabby Giffords, because Gabby Giffords was shot by some MK Ultra fucking psycho boy from Tucson here, okay, who probably thought he was the Joker.
They wanted
just like all of them do.
They want freaky gun control. God. They want to really take everybody's guns, and that's it.
We can't handle the truth, right? That's why they keep staging shit, right? Why are they staging evidence in Vegas, everywhere, staging evidence? Oh, because we can't handle the truth. Oh, because Don Lemon thinks that the truth is just so powerful that it'll just disintegrate me, right, Don Lemon?
It's just amazing how many people lie. I can't take it, and I'm so sick of people that feel that that they're so out of touch with their inner self that they can't even come to grips with the absence of emotion. What I'm saying is that they're so numb to reality that it's so easy.
They don't see it. They don't see that these people have no emotions.
Yeah, and so it doesn't register, and they don't feel anything.
Oh, they're programmed. Yeah. They're robots. They're like, that, beep, beep, out, boop, boop, beep, beep, new laws, new gun laws. Let me tell you some idiots. New gun laws. You want to ban the bump stock. Really? And if Trump goes for any gun control, it's over. It's totally over. He stick a fork in him, he's done. Okay, new gun laws, really? They're not going to stop a madman, okay, with radical leftist ties, a.k.a. Patsy, for Blackwater. It's not going to stop them from creating these fucking movies. You want to talk about motive? It's not motive. There was no motive, right? Because it was a movie. Okay?
Yeah. It was a bad movie. And that's it. With a lot
That's
of
all the news
bad
is.
chaos.
It's Hollywood. Movies don't get screened in the movie theater anymore. They get shown on CNN.
Listen, I saw those people leave, get up and leave, and it looked like they were choreographed. And I've seen a lot of plays and dances and modern dances, and it looked like a bad modern art dance. And in fact, I lived in New York City during 9/11. I've seen a lot of footage, and when people are running from a very fucked up place
or thing,
you know, they're running and screaming in chaos. And
these people are devoid of emotion.
They were very coordinated and non-emotional and sluggish. And
again, just by talking about this whole Las Vegas thing, you're forgetting about Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. You're forgetting about the U.S. being the main predator in Puerto Rico.
There are Puerto Ricans right now.
And they're the ones that basically, I mean, they knew that Puerto Rico was heading towards a financial destruction, and the army insured, they're the ones that insured Puerto Rico's real destruction.
The rich Puerto Ricans left when I don't know, when they had the financial collapse. I don't know exactly when it was, but I heard that all the really wealthy just got up and left. And while we were trying to find a place to live in a warmer climate than New York, I was looking in Puerto Rico. I just eyed it because I was like, well, why not? It's got some beach there, you know, and it's... Then I looked at the houses. I was like, well, they live...
it can't be too safe.
And they didn't look good to me. So,
no.
And I bet you the whole island had a lot of shantytown, and that's it.
What do you think? It's a false flag. Puerto Rico might as well be a ship on the old seven seas, on the high seas, and Trump's showing up, Pirate Trump is showing up, and he's flying the Puerto Rican flag. He's getting the Puerto Ricans to think he's going to bring aid. He did bring aid, but the thing is, the aid is locked up in bureaucracy.
We'll find out in a few months when their electricity is restored. We're going to hear about it.
Oh yeah, but you know what? It's just all symbolism to me. That army plane had skull and bones on it. It's a false flag. Puerto Rico's also a false flag. And speaking of false flags, let's go back to Vegas. Let's go gamble in Vegas and be losers. Okay, where's the footage from the hotel room? Where's the footage? I mean, they're saying that the guy was able to put hammers outside his room. Really? I mean, hotel security is as tight as can be. I walked around the New York Hotel Casino asking people about the Twin Towers and why they weren't in the casino. I wasn't gambling, and they asked me to leave.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing anything. They asked me to leave. They said, get out.
Listen.
If you're not gambling, then get the hell out. They almost kicked my ass. They could have taken me into like casino in like a back room and put my hand down and like hit it with a hammer, my pinky. Or what you know, what's your thumb? What thumb do you use? Oh, boom, they hit the pinky.
You're forgetting the biggest thing right now. And everybody's forgetting it, and they're willfully negating the fact that the NSA has the information.
Oh, they have everything. Lifetime. Oh,
lifetime, the information. We're all being watched. They have video footage. They have sound. They
know what that guy did, when he took a shit, what he did before he did it. But meanwhile, the stupid-ass toxic news network, CNN, is showing you, oh, don't look over here. Look over here. Oh, my God, look at these courageous cops running from nothing over here. It's like, no, show me the security camera, and then there's a receipt. The guy had the supposed patsy killer, Steve Paddock, or whatever. He had another guy with him in the room. And this is just like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You know, they're armed to the teeth, and they're on a lot of drugs. I mean, what the hell's going on?
I think that the NSA should be subpoenaed. They should be subpoenaed by...
Oh, my God, you're brilliant.
By the, by either somebody, I don't know, somebody in legislation or government or...
But you know what? It's a bipartisan big government establishment that will never happen because the NSA is helping the Fourth Reich, okay? The gun grabbers in the Fourth Reich, okay, is helping them. They're helping them. They want to blame the victims or the supposed victims now on paper of this psyop when the Democrats had... Hashtag hunt Republicans. Okay, look, you want a motive? They were targeting country music freaking pop bubblegum rednecks that support Trump.
Well,
How about that?
I think, you know what I think? Because Universal was so behind this, I think everybody should just stop going to concerts. Honestly, I think that music sucks, and you should fucking stop going to concerts and stop supporting these artists because you might get shot at an Ariana Grande concert.
It should go back to the old days, like when I used to go to the Glass House and I used to watch bands like Millencolin and bands like that, and you know, it was just cool because it was underground. I wasn't told by MTV to go do it.
No, I think Universal, by using concerts as a venue for their psyops and their drills, I think it is the stupidest thing.
Oh, you're putting a big old red target on your butt.
Yeah. I think people should just fucking boycott.
You should take a knee.
Concerts.
Take a knee from going to concerts, from stupid Illuminati concerts. Yeah. Like, oh, you're thinking about going to that Katy Perry concert? Oh, you better not go. You end up looking like Swiss cheese, bro.
Yeah, you should be scared. If you really believe that happened, then you should just be afraid to go to a concert. And that's how you should walk away from it. Say, from now on, I'm just going to watch music videos or watch.
Those don't exist anymore. It's just reality TV. Well, you want them to watch
on YouTube.
You want them to watch MCTV, mind control television. Right, YouTube.
Well, or you want to see an artist? Well, let them perform in their own private little stage and have live.
Support them on their
concerts.
Social media. Right.
Yeah, and have live concerts. Yeah. That people don't have to go to.
Just stop going to the Illuminati artists concerts, because it's obvious what they're doing. If you go to Illuminati concerts, you might get involved in some psyop. Right? They're gonna play gun. Could you imagine if you actually have gun sounds in one of your songs, and then you play it over the speaker, and they think it's real, and then they go out running, or they just say, "Oh, okay, let's turn this into a psyop, into a live drill," and you, the artist, didn't even know you were going to be used for that. That's because you're not an insider, right? But all these insider Illuminati artists, they know what the fuck's going on. They're using this for gun grabbing.
Well, if you were an Illuminati artist, you should feel like like you just got punched in the face by your own masters, because people are going to be not showing up. They're not going to show up.
That's right, you bastards. You can't buy back the soul that you sold. And now, the good people, you want to frighten them? Well, they're not going to fucking support you.
Yeah, people are going to be between the Ariana Grande.
Yeah, the Grande Latte, yeah,
whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the one with the whatever. I don't even know. One week it's like Iggy weird ass Azalea on South Park with her ass like farting and singing, and then this other one. I mean, they're just such crappy artists nowadays, really.
Yeah, and Kesha.
Meanwhile, you and me are sitting here, and we have like amazing music. Okay, The Predist and Jaja, and we're like real musicians, and nobody even gives a fuck. I mean, they did a long time ago, or whatever. They just suppress us. They keep us down. It's like YouTube, keeping real YouTubers down. That's what's going on. Everybody's, shafting
it's fake
people.
Music.
Now
it's not fake. It's fake music.
Oh yeah, we're fake music, right?
Fake music.
Yeah.
Even though, I remember when I was trying to get a manager at one point, and when my song "Do You Think I'm Sexy," Rod Stewart.
Yes.
When that was totally bit by a few people at the time, and that was one of my strong points. And actually, Simon Cowell was talking to me on MySpace, and
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot. And
you were big on MySpace. You were like, when MySpace was at its peak, you were in the top 10, top 9 of MySpace until MySpace did a psyop on you and like hacked your account or like deleted it.
They did both, yeah.
Because they didn't want you to like surpass Tila Tequila on MySpace. Yeah. Oh my god, the queen slut of MySpace.
And who is Tila Tequila? That girl is not only is she skanky, she's untalented.
Oh, she's a Nazi now.
She doesn't have any music. You can't remember her music. You don't want to even sing her songs. She's gross. There was no competition.
No.
I mean, how many songs does Iggy Azalea have? She's got nothing.
Okay, anyway, enough with these Illuminati people. Just don't go to their concerts because you might get yourself caught up in a
you might get killed there.
Nah, nobody's getting killed there.
Yeah,
okay?
let them think it.
Oh, you'll think it, but really it's just Party City blood all over the place. Did you hear last week's show?
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to tell you something, folks. You know who took the first knee? They didn't take the first knee in the NFL. I'm transitioning here. They didn't take the first knee in the NFL. Obama took the first knee. Okay, just going back into this NFL psyop. Obama took the first fucking knee. You believe that? I just want to say one thing about the NFL, too. I mean, if you don't love this country and you want to take a knee because the flag offends you, okay, you probably don't even know why to really be offended by the flag, but really, you should just go back to Africa. You should go back to Africa and kneel, okay, because you don't appreciate what you get here. I mean, you have Ferraris here, all the NFL players. Some of them, right? Not all of them. Some of them make shit. But the top NFL guys have Ferraris, have millions of dollars, and bitches. And what? Now they're kneeling? They're kneeling because the country upsets them? Really, bro? Really? You're a little bitch, bro. All you. Okay? And you should just go back to Africa. Because you want to see a real knee? What about that soldier that's out there on his knee getting ready to do whatever Henry Kissinger told him to do, because Henry Kissinger thinks that military person is a dumb, stupid animal. Just kiss the boys goodbye. Okay, and then Barbara Bush said, "Oh, what do you think of dead American soldiers?" "Oh, I don't want to think about them. Why would I think about dead soldiers? It's going to ruin my beautiful mind." Yeah, Aleister Crowley's daughter. The Bushes, 322. You think his ass ain't running nothing? You're like, HW. No, he's still running the show. He knows what happened to JFK. Or what didn't happen to JFK. Okay? He knows. He knows where JFK is with old Marilyn Monroe probably, diddling her right now.
Yeah, I believe that.
They know. They fucking know.
What was Jackie Onassis? What was Aristotle? Aristotle was a Greek, right? And what I've been saying all along, that they're on a Greek island, one of those, there's like hundreds of them, if not 1,000, a lot of Greek islands that you don't know about. Okay, and you have no permission to go to. And I think they're all on one island. All the Kennedy strange
And the Flat Earth map has a whole bunch of other islands that you never even knew of. They're on one of those islands you don't know of. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, like Barbuda, but who the fuck heard of that shit? I mean, nobody knew what that was. And I think that when you really... They don't even have to put it on a map. You could just think that it's a piece of land, and you're like, oh, what is this? Like, I don't know.
And again, the Las Vegas shooting, it's mirroring, like, Kennedy. At a time where Trump is supposed to declassify Kennedy files. Okay, you want to talk about the Texas School Book Depository. The Mandalay Bay is that, and the Twin Towers. I mean, that's a war room. That was a war room right there with a bunch of CIA and spooks in that Mandalay Bay hotel room. Okay, it was SWAT team, it was a shooter room, or a fake shooter room, or the command center for the PSYOP. Okay, that's what went down there.
Mandalay is a film company. My cousin is,
and also a camp at Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, and my cousin was a producer there. He still is a producer at Mandalay. No, I don't get to talk to him.
Hey, how do you just get crates delivered to your dorm or your bedroom, your hotel room? Crates of what? Guns or whatever? How did he get all those guns? I mean, come on, man. Hotel security's not that bad. I work security. They're not that stupid, and they're watching they got hidden cameras all over the place. You mean to tell me that CNN can't get a single clip or video of this guy's hotel room, what was going on outside of it? It's like, like taboo. The feds got it, and you'll never see it. It's just like the footage of the Pentagon in the hotel where it was like, they said, a plane hit the Pentagon, and there was a hotel right in front of it. They went and they took the footage from that so that you wouldn't know what happened.
Yeah.
And they never released it.
Well, back to the NSA. I mean, they're very similar to Israel's security.
Yeah, the feds are withholding the security footage.
Because if you're going to Israel right now, like if you take a plane, they have such security that they know when you leave your house, even to take a plane.
So how did this Mandalay Las Vegas shooter get 42 guns past security? It's a total false flag.
And it's not just hotel security. It's The full-on fucking NSA security.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't need them to tell me it was a false flag because I turn on their fake news and I see their crisis actors with backpacks in Vegas that have the Army logo on it.
Yeah, exactly. We saw an Army logo on some backpacks.
I mean, what do they think? What do they think we are? What do they think we are? What do they think we are? They think we're meth heads?
Yeah. And I'm not saying the NSA is bad, okay? Because the NSA actually helped one of my friends. She was going to be killed by her husband. He was.
They know what's going on. If I'm about to like beat up Jaja over a cheeseburger that she ate of mine, they know what's going on. They know we're fighting over a cheeseburger.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my friend had a husband that was that post-traumatic stress syndrome, and he was good. He held the kid hostage, and they called her and they told her that they were an angel and they were protecting her, that she should not go home.
Right.
And yeah, they didn't say that they were NSA, but I'm sure that it was. So they watch, and you.
Yeah, they're the watchers.
Yeah.
But who watches the watchers? They're getting away with whatever the hell they want. They're editing the footage for CNN. And CNN doesn't even have to do their fucking job. They just, oh, here, play this. They don't even have to edit anything.
They don't want to be investigators. They don't want to be analysts. They just want to be propaganda.
I mean, what do they think we are, meth heads? That they could just, all of the American people are meth heads. They could just, we're all like the guy from My Pillow. We're all a bunch of meth head dumbasses. Really? Really? Okay? Oh my God, it's just, I can't believe it. You know, it's just psyop after psyop after false flag. It's just ridiculous. It really is.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you can depend on the NSA. I think there's a lot of good guys there. So I don't really, you know, for whatever reason they have to pull this drill, it is a drill. It was a drill, and
there should be 500 pools of blood on the floor in Las Vegas. There should be the street riddled with bullets, and the trajectory of the bullets hitting the street.
How come?
Where they were hitting all these people.
Yeah, they got into people's faces
but
with
none
cameras,
of that.
and they found plenty of witnesses, but nobody was terrorized. Nobody was crying.
Nobody had bits of cranium or fucking brain in their head or blood all over them, you know, like in Pulp Fiction. Okay? Like in Pulp Fiction when John Travolta blows off Marvin's head. You know how much brain they had all over the fucking car? There was brain and blood, and they had to take it to go get cleaned up at Quentin Tarantino's house and shit. And he was pissed because, you know, then Samuel L. had bits of brain in his afro. I mean, come on. The brain and fragments, cranium fragments. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like, yeah. It's very crazy. So
I'm not smoking meth. I'm not smoking crack. Okay? I'm not going to believe this.
And then every time, like on Alex Jones's site, right, for example, because they have a war on for your mind, right? And he used to be the king of exposing psyops, but instead, the minute you do question the official story, now you're attacked. You are being honeypotted.
Yeah, by alternative media. So I'm just going to take a knee from listening to alternative media because they're all lying to me. They're all fucking lying to me. And you. So you should just take a knee, right? From listening to alternative media because they're not telling you the truth. Okay? They really aren't.
So what's another good show to watch on Netflix?
My show. Okay, you should go on Twitter and fucking follow me at Twitter at Bruce Montalvo at Jaja. Follow her too. Go to Facebook at the Bruce Montalvo Show. Click like our show. Because if you don't click like and you don't follow me on Facebook, then why you're not a real Bruce Montalvo fan? You're a poser, like I said. So all the real Bruce Montalvo fans, they know where to click like and, you know, at Bruce Montalvo, at Jaja on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm sure the government has their reason. I really hope it's not to, like, eventually take people's guns in the future.
That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they are doing. That's exactly what it is. It's a bunch of fucking gun grabbers.
They're not going to be able to do it in the future. Because you have, as long as people have farms and like Texas, like a property where they're raising animals, God forbid one of their animals gets attacked by a coyote.
Let me tell you something. If they have cloaked ships in the sky hovering over Puerto Rico like Star Destroyers from Star Wars, it's not going to be that fucking hard for them to take our guns. They show one of these bad boys one day and people will think, oh, it's Project Bluebeam. Oh, my God. Oh, they're just, what are you going to do, start shooting at it? Okay, all that weaponry fails in comparison to the powers of this negative force that they possess. The ones that are controlling you and I, the negative force.
Yeah.
Okay? If they have cloaked ships in the sky, like Star Wars, that means their Illuminati, communism, world communism, dawn of a new day is here. It's not coming tomorrow. It's not coming the next day. You're here. It's here now. Okay?
Well, people should just refrain from going to any concert and just be scared. You know, if they really don't believe us and they want to believe the official story, then the end game would be, instead of taking the guns, would be quicker would be to abstain from going to a concert. Because anything could happen. You know, when I was in Brazil, in fact, there was a Killer Bees concert. I'll tell you this was really happened. And I was going to go. I thought it was kind of interesting. But then, you know, we decided we weren't going to go. And then I heard that one of the guys in the group, he was begging to go. You know, he was like, wow, I'm going to go. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And we were advised not to go because it just was very, very, very shady. You know what I'm saying? But turns out that the friend, one of our friends, he went with another guy, and there were 12 people shot.
Oh, yeah.
They bum rushed. Some people bum rushed the gate, and Brazilian security shot 12 people.
Oh, that's nothing. I remember.
And people died.
I remember Rubidoux, California, early 90s. I didn't live too far from there. There's this fucking beaner club called El Metro. They all go over there. Hi! They go in there and dance and shit. They're cumbia, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
They're salsa, whatever they want to dance to. And you know, there would be shootings there every fucking night. Every night, somebody dies. So there's still a bunch of other beaner clubs and beaner shootings, and nobody hears about the beaners getting shot. But oh my God, everybody in Las Vegas, oh my God, now we got it there too, you know.
And another thing, you should not go to Vegas. How about that? You should be scared to go to Vegas because you don't know when the next psychopath is going to turn around.
Well, first of all, the Vegas cops are the psychopaths, okay? Because it's the Vegas police that probably helped pull off the psyop. Not probably, along with the CIA. And you know, they're just looking to bust you. If you get behind the wheel, you know, you could walk around Las Vegas with an AK and a 40, and they won't fuck with you.
And another thing...
But the cops are looking to pinch you if you're drinking and driving. So, I mean, you know.
That's another thing, you should just avoid going to hotels. Okay, you never know what you're going to pick up. Bed bugs, a psycho killer that's next door to you.
How about enough with psycho killers? You're feeding into the stupid narrative.
Exactly.
There are no psycho killers
that's
shooting people.
That's
period.
the point.
It's a psyop. You know what they need to be worried about? They need to be worried about the hotel room being covered in nut
and bacteria
in semen.
Yeah.
Every hotel room you go into is literally covered in semen.
Yeah. It's gross.
That should worry you, not some psycho killer.
And the pools,
the disgusting hotel room.
And the pools will give you ass parasites. You'll like walk out.
Yeah, you walk out of there with your butthole itching. You'll be like, "What the flip?"
Yeah, you won't even realize that you're scratching your butt 2 days after you went swimming. You won't put it 2 and 2 together, but it was just the parasites that went right through your ears into your ass.
Now look, I got no reason going to Vegas. One, I would just sit there in front of the penny slot. Because, you know, I'm like a cheapo that way. I'd be playing the penny slots.
For like $3.
Yeah. I'd be playing the penny slots and trying to call the waitress bitch to come bring me an Amstel Light. And then you'd probably be looking at me Like, whatever, like, oh, why you calling that waitress bitch? Because I want a beer, and I'm playing the penny slots. So, I'm not going to Vegas. Calm down. This is an entertainment show, okay? I'm not going to Vegas, A, because I'm just going to sit there playing the penny slots, and I'm going to get in trouble with my wife because she's going to think I'm hitting on the waitress bringing me a beer when I'm not. I just want a fucking beer. How about that? What do you got to say, Jaja?
What I got to say is
what do you got to say? That's you should say that's false, very smart because
it's false advertising.
You know, I probably would get pissed. You say like, "Hey, she already came here, gave you 3 beers. You just want to look at her now, right? Or you just want to take a picture with 2 chicks that have a peacock freaking stuff."
You did that already when you were 12.
No, I did that when I was 23, and I went to Vegas to go see the Manny Pacquiao Oscar De La Hoya.
And your father got a hookup for real. And you didn't.
I don't know if he did. I don't know if he didn't. But I think he got his willy wet somewhere.
And there was another thing in that Big Mouth, the Latino, the Mexican Latino.
Yeah, his dad was like cheating on his mom, and then the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I know my dad cheats on my mom. I wait in the car for him while he does it."
And basically, Bruce has said that to me, like pretty much, like close enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, my dad was in the car telling me how I have a new mother.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they're retargeted on
it's
Big
a
Mouth.
Pandemic of many Latino freaking dumbass families. Anyway, speaking of Latino, have you noticed that Hurricane Irma and Maria are like the same word? You just gotta take out one A. It's like the same word. So Trump's over there in Puerto Rico, thinking that he's at the All-Star game, shooting fucking 3-pointers at them with towels. Okay, and all these storms, these terror storms, they were rocking you like a hurricane. It was like the twist of fate, right? Right? And Trump goes on this reconnaissance mission to Puerto Rico. But really, it's like a trip to the mall for him. He was just shopping. He's like, I like that island over there, and a nice Trump hotel with a lot of palm trees could go over there. And, it looks nice. Right? He just went shopping to Puerto Rico. That's all he did. And speaking of shopping, why don't you shop with us? Okay, help support the Bruce Montalvo Show. We're on TalkStream Live. We're on Spreaker.com. You could hear the show every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Mondays, 9 p.m. Mountain Time. And Saturdays, sometimes when I feel like it, or if Jordan Maxwell's hanging out with me, which is very cool to talk to him. He's like the preeminent Illuminati researcher. So, and I know that the fans enjoy it a lot as well. Also the shills who say that I'm an idiot and I should just shut up and let Maxwell talk, right? Right? Look, I'm one of the best people to ever interview Jordan Maxwell. You hear a lot of his interviews, okay? I'm the best. Anyway, and you know what else is the best of mine? My jewelry. It's such good jewelry that, I mean, you're never going to want to take it off.
You know what somebody said?
And help us. Shop with us.
Somebody said...
What did they say?
Somebody
at
said...
Antique Obsession. At Conceptual Subculture.
Mm-hmm. 2 days ago, somebody wrote me and said they bought this cuff with a lion on it. And it's a one-of-a-kind piece, so you can't actually buy the same one. But she said, I just want to tell you that this is the most gorgeous piece of jewelry I bought off of Etsy. And it was just, I bought a lot of things, and this is just the most spectacular piece. And, sometimes I hear these things from the buyers, and it makes me want to cry. Like, it makes me so happy to hear this. And the reviews on eBay that we have, from all of our buyers, they write such nice things. And it just makes us so happy, because we do work hard, and I really care about making art statements with jewelry now, because my art career is gone so funky since I was robbed, and now I do feel I've always loved jewelry. I've always loved making things. So, since I was like in high school actually, and I always made stuff. Even when I was going to art school, I always made jewelry. I never took like formal jewelry classes until like more recently, but I I studied fine art, so for me the transition to make one-of-a-kind pieces of sculptures, I feel like there's a piece of art. Like if you buy our one-of-a-kind jewelry, and most of it is one-of-a-kind, sometimes I'll make like 2 or 3 or something. If I have some beads or something that are similar. But with some pieces are just they're really wild, and you should just come and look at our stuff.
And where can they go?
You could find us on Etsy, so you can type in etsy.com/shop/antique obsessions or etsy.com/shop/conceptual subculture. But it's very easy to type in one word, conceptual subculture, and I'm sure it'll take you right to our store on Etsy, or just type in Google.
You can
Etsy,
also find us on Twitter.
Subculture. And then you'll be able to find the other store, Antique Obsessions with an S, also on Etsy. I linked them on my front page.
On Facebook at Antique Obsessions, at Conceptual Subculture, and on Twitter at Antique Obsess. And that has links to our Etsy, our eBay, all our beautiful jewelry. I mean, we put our heart into our jewelry. We put all our emotions into our jewelry. We're very emotional people. We're very psychic people. We use gems and metals and all these quartz crystals, and I'm bezeling, and I'm just creating these beautiful works of art, wearable works of art. And I mean, thank you so much, Jaja, for taking me under your tutelage and training me as your young apprentice jewelry Padawan, right?
Yeah, well, we have really gorgeous menswear. Also, we have some beautiful. They're beautiful, but they're rustic. They're kind of very cool. The ones we have right now are very rustic men's
brutalist,
cups.
rustic, one of a kind.
They're copper and silver,
unique, beautiful jewelry.
Yeah, that are embossing and riveting and soldering. Now I'm making my own jump rings, and getting into chain mail, and some pieces look like gladiator or medieval Renaissance kind of stuff, or very art statements. Some are smaller, elegant. So just
we got a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah.
So just check us out. And the easiest way, go to Facebook. You're on Facebook. Everybody's on Facebook. Even your grandma. At Conceptual Subculture. At Antique Obsessions.
Yeah. So then you can find us, and then all of our links are there.
Oh, yeah. It takes them right to the Etsy stores, right to the eBay store. Just linked up. It's right there. And it helps support us, helps support the show, helps support real artists. Okay, there's a lot of fake Illuminati artists out there. And in a way, it's good that these concerts are there. People are going to start taking a knee for these idiots' concerts.
And also, we're really honest. Like, if I say I'm using copper, I'm not using copper plate, okay? If I say I'm using sterling silver, I really have tested that solid
what
sterling
you
silver.
see is what you get. That's like, I'm at the barbecue, I'm grilling, I got the shish kebabs right there, you know what I'm saying? And what you see is what you get.
Yeah, I mean, it's really sterling. It's not. And then if I have silver plate, it says silver plate. Like sometimes we use antique silver plate that we find, and it says it. So, you could be sure. And if it's a gemstone, I try to be as accurate as I can,
we're not selling you any fugazis, okay? We're creating genuine works of art with precious metals, okay? Some sterling, some silver, and all sorts of stuff. And I can't get into the gold because the Pope, and he's got all the gold in his gold toilet. They got all the
Hillary
gold.
has it. She found the gold mine.
Oh no, not Hitler.
Yeah, but her brother has
God.
some gold mine. So I'm really don't diss her, man. Her family has a gold mine.
Look, let me tell you something. Shut up. I salute Julian Assange, okay, that butt monkey, because at least he's still trying to get Hillary Clinton locked up. All right, Trump stopped trying to do it a long time ago. So you know what, Julian Assange?
That's a joke.
Go for it, bro.
Wait, didn't he have
lock her up, dude?
Wait, but didn't Julian Assange?
Oh God, here it comes.
Have a thing with Pamela Anderson? Who
I don't care what he did.
Clinton?
Oh yeah. Look.
Okay, all right.
So all I know is that he was kind of a dick to the Belarusians. He didn't want them to have Wi-Fi. Okay, folks. Speaking of that, we've gotten to that part of the show where I literally stole David Letterman's top 10 list. Who cares about him? I'm young, I'm hip, I'm fresh. Care about me. Care about us. Well, what's the matter? Well, you're supposed to tell the fans that, right? You tell them that you're the best fucking thing since sliced bread. Yeah, forget about fucking David Letterman. He looks like an old fart. Fuck him and listen to my top 10 list. How about that? How about that? And if you're offended and you have feelings, I'll wipe my ass with your feelings. If you're one of those people that gets out of the room because you disagree with something I said, I'll literally use your feelings as toilet paper. And you can kiss my ass. How about that? And this is the beginning of my top 10 list. Woohoo! Hey, look at this. Leading House Democrats are calling for Nancy Pelosi to step down. That's right. After that retarded performance she gave to CNN the other night, she was just like waving and staring blankly at the crowd. That's another one Trump let off the hook. Another pizza gator with her Goat Hill pizza. Another one just like fucking Hillary Clinton that he's letting get off, right? Yeah, I'm telling you, he's stoned. They're putting cannabis freaking drops or cannabis in his cupcakes, and he's stoned now. That's why Tillerson called him a moron. Here we go. Let's see here. First, number 10, leading House Democrat calls on Pelosi to step down. And here, number 9, soft Rexit. That's what they're calling it. Rexit. That's because Tillerson, Mr. Exxon Mobil, Mr. Saturn, he's going to be making an exit, everybody's saying, because he called Trump a moron. And then he's like paying tribute to Trump. Oh, please, Trump, don't fire me. Rexit looming, Tillerson throwing off Trump's shackles. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, maybe Tillerson, all these other guys, we don't want to kill him. We just want to sedate him a little bit. We know that the president, is abstinent from taking drugs and stuff. He doesn't do that because his brother was an alcoholic that died, so he doesn't do any drugs. So how do they slow freaking mega businessman like Trump down? Okay, who's more savvy than Vince McMahon? Okay, they put a little bit of weed in his cupcake. It's not going to kill him, and then the CIA will just go to the doctor and say, "Hey, just don't tell him that he's got cannabis in his system. Keep that out, the cannaboid." So they'll be in a conspiracy together. And Trump be walking around why do I feel funny? Right? Well, did you hear him when he said calm before the storm? He sounded totally stoned. When he said calm before the storm, he sounded totally stoned. And now I'm looking at him at his desk. His eyes are always red and little. You know what I'm saying? They're as red as the devil's dick. Something's telling me that they're calling him a moron. Why? Because he's stoned, so they want to fuck with his mind. Tillerson. I like calling him Tillerman. Jaja said, "Oh yeah, that guy from the Tillerman." I was like, "It's Tillerson," but it's just funny now. Every time I see Tillerson on TV, which probably won't be that long, I just call him Tillerman because it's funny. Tillerson's calling Trump a moron. That's even funnier. But I'll tell you what's not funny, this whole Trump-Russia collusion. Yeah, you thought that was freaking 20 shows ago, right? Where we talked about it. They're still freaking beating the same old drum, beating the same dead horse. That's what CNN's good at. See here, Russian election meddling probe will show that media ran untrue stories. So, I mean, they kept looking and looking, and they just figured out that the news is as fake as can be. That's all. They had Mueller go in there and try to dig up some shit, but he was the big pile of shit all along. Okay, number 7 here. Tillerson and Trump got so heated that Pence got in the way. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Pence is such a tough guy. I heard he was getting electroshock therapy for being a homo. But he's going to step in between Exxon Mobil and Trump? I don't think so. Just more fake news. And now I want to sound like Don Imus, but I'm going to do sports because I want you stupid. I want the Yankees. Aaron Judge come up empty and ugly. Game 1 loss. I had friends in New York saying that the Yankees were going to totally obliterate the Indians. And I seriously think it's going to be like the Indians and the Dodgers. That's what they're saying. And on one of my old Xbox games, I set up the World Series the other day to where it turned out to be the Indians versus the Dodgers. And now those are like the teams that they're saying are going to possibly meet in the World Series. But the Yankees got the dog shit kicked out of them the other day. Anyway, see, I do sports. Yeah, I do sports sometimes. I also have epic quotes on Twitter, like this one. Whole Las Vegas shooting psyop is not about silencers. It's about silencing you from defending yourself. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's why they keep beating the gun control horse over and over and over again. Okay, number 6. Senate found zero evidence of Trump-Russia collusion. Senate Intelligence Committee has not found any evidence of collusion between President Donald Trump and the Russian government. There you go, you butt monkeys. It's over. It's over. Oh, no, it isn't, because that's an RT article. Yeah, right. Oh, so that's Russian fake news. See, I work for Putin because I'm sharing a RT article. And my wife is a freaking KGB because she was on RT once. Right. Let's do sports again. The Diamondbacks. Let's see. I'm probably number 5. The Diamondbacks from Arizona. Guess what? They're going to be playing the Dodgers. That's pretty cool. I don't think the Diamondbacks are going to win. I don't know. But, I don't know. Maybe I go over there. Maybe you buy some jewelry and, you give us $1,000 and I take Jaja to a baseball game. I take her to a playoff game. I catch this cool series with Diamondbacks Dodgers. That's right in my backyard. I'll be watching it for sure, though. Why spend so much money? I mean, you can spend it on the jewelry, but why spend so much money now watching, the cable TV or going to go see the sports live? Because that's what's next. They're doing all these Las Vegas psyops. I think that they're going to take psyops to the freaking major leagues, and they're literally going to go to, like, baseball games and basketball games. They're going to start doing psyops, live action psyops at these places now. Okay, that's what ISIS wants. Or ISIS run by the CIA. ISIS, a.k.a. who meets up with American military personnel and gets aid from them. How about that? Oh, but they're not going to tell you that. Oh, yeah, you're still thinking that Donald Trump is the president that's going to blow ISIS away because he's not a Muslim Brotherhood like the last one. No. ISIS is working for the Pentagon, folks. And they get aid. Just like Puerto Rico got all the aid, they're getting aid. Only ISIS's aid that they get from the military, the U.S. military, it isn't caught up in bureaucracy. They get it, okay, courtesy of you, the American taxpayer. Anyway, I think I'm on number 4. Here we go. ISIS gave Vegas shooting suspect Paddock a name. They gave him a name. El Gringo Sabab Husseini. That was his name. ISIS gave the shooting suspect a name. There you go. ISIS claims, my mother, Isa, claims Las Vegas shooter converted to Islam. Oh, yeah. And again, I'll believe that when my shit turns purple and smells like rainbow sherbet. Because, on one network, he's got the Trump red hat, and on the other network, he's got a turban. So, fuck you. I don't believe you. Decades of sexual harassment accusations. Number 3, Harvey Weinstein. Malia Obama's next move, an internship with Harvey Weinstein. Okay, Obama sending his own daughter to a sexual predator. You believe that? Well, it's no skin off of Obama's nose. You know why? Because he had a tranny nanny. And his dad was a fucking Pizzagate pedophile pornographer from Hawaii. Writing Sex Rebel, Frank Marshall Davis. Huh? So there you go. Anyway, let's see. I think that's number 3. Number 2, I can't even eat cereal anymore without liberals getting in the way of my cereal. I like cornflakes now anyway. Fuck you, Tony the Tiger. You fucking poverty pimp leftist fuck. And the left-wing Kellogg Foundation, who controls the Kellogg cereal company. Really, fuck you. And fuck NASA, too. I did a Flat Earth video where I was saying fuck you to NASA. It was pretty funny. You can check it out on my Facebook, my Bruce Montalvo. You could add me, but if you kind of look like a troll, I may be hesitant to add you. Anyway, number 1, I get to say nigger on the air and not get mad at. nobody's getting mad at me. Look at this. Nigger soldiers killed in ambush near Mali border. American nigger soldiers killed in ambush in the mall. Is that going to get me in trouble, Jaja? Or is it Niger? Nigerian. Oh, sorry. It kind of looks like it a little bit. I'm sorry. U.S. building 100 million drone base in central Niger. Oh, Niger. Oh, shit, I did it again. Number one, U.S. military is building a $100 million drone base in Africa. There, I should have just said Africa all along. Look, it's not my fault, okay? Just read it. It reads like that, damn it. Oh, now I'm deeply racist, right? SNL did that skit about me, not Alex Jones. Let's get into some overdrive here. Top 10 list. Bannon warns end of everything if Trump supports gun controls. First of all, what does that occultist Bannon know? Who reads Julius Evola and Aleister Crowley when he's taking a dump in the bathroom, and he said he was a Leninist. So I really don't give a fuck what Mr. Breitbart / Bannon, who probably killed Breitbart because Breitbart exposed John Podesta for pedophilia / Pizzagate. So there you see how this disgusting fucking fuck Bannon looks. Oh my God. Just fuck all these people. Fuck them right in the ear. And look at Trump just shooting freaking 3-pointers like a douchebag. I mean, I'm so mad at him for doing that. Really. And I'm going to be even more mad at him if he passes gun control. If he even succumbs to any of this gun control hubbubaloo / bullshit. Okay, because a bump stocks my ass. You just want to silence my freedom of speech, my Second Amendment, you butt fuckers. I'm sick of all you. Okay, Bannon warns Trump on gun control. Don't even think about it. No, don't listen to Bannon. Who's Bannon? Alright, Bannon who just steals a bunch of ideas from Michael Savage's fucking books. Alright, fuck you, Steve Bannon. And fuck you, Breitbart, for killing the original Breitbart and turning it to shit. How about that? The only good reporter on Breitbart is Aaron Klein, alright? That's it. Alright? The Menorah Jew, he's the only good one. Okay? Bannon, Breitbart, said warning to Trump on gun control. Yeah, warning. Yeah, you don't need to warn us, Trump. We don't need any warnings. We know you're coming for the guns. All of you, you're all the fucking same. Look at this, all Masonic. Las Vegas shooter bought 33 guns. Las Vegas shooting fired from 9 to 11 minutes. Oh, there you see the correlation to 9/11. It's such bullshit. I'm so sick of it. Anyway, I'm running out of time. Running out of time. We're going to do the final thoughts here. My co-host is somewhere. I'm going to ask her what her final thoughts are on all this. I probably know what they're going to be. She's sick of it all. She's sick of the psyops. And I am too. I mean, it sucks. It just stinks.
I'm going to say don't go to hotels, don't go to Vegas, and don't go to any concerts, especially country western. And that should be your own fear, given the climate of the news. I think
man, so I can't go watch Toby Keith anymore? Oh, man. I put a boot in their ass to see American way. Tell Uncle Sam got your name on top of his lid. And the Statue of Liberty started shaking her fear. And the eagle will cry.
I think it's going to backfire. I really do. Bruce, I think this is going to backfire on the music industry. And I think that you're going to find less and less people going to concerts because of this. Yeah. I think people are not going to want to send their kids to places. Oh, well, I'm going to send you to a concert.
Yeah, it's just going to be a death trap. Right? They're going to scare all these silly nanny parents into thinking their kids are going to be obliterated at the next Miley Cyrus concert.
Yeah, I really do. I think it's going to be backfired, and I think they're going to have
It's
lot of problems.
It's gotten to the point where they will stage anything to take our guns.
Yeah, but they can stage it, but then people are not going to go to these fucking concerts and spend their money and put their lives supposedly at risk. And because, although, you and I and 5 other people don't believe it was real, you got to admit the majority of people really believe it, and that should be the end result. Should be the punishment of not.
What a bunch of dumbasses.
And the music industry should eat shit because of it.
Yeah, they should. Those are good final thoughts. Let me tell you something before we go. You know that the White House already requested $29 billion for a disaster aid package. So that, again, $29 billion. I mean, they're getting all these billions after all these man-made geoengineered hurricanes that they can steer themselves or maneuver themselves by, influencing the weather by shooting lasers up there. $29 billion to keep running their criminally bankrupt government. They're such criminals. Don't they see it?
Listen, but they just print money. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Meanwhile, Diane Frankenstein is proposing this stupid gun ban bill. And like I said, they're just going to do anything to stage our guns. And you know what happened? Before you go, Jaja, they dropped a big-ass gun on Marilyn Manson on stage, and then Tom Petty died. So they're like doing like a million billion psyops using like stupid ass entertainment, or entertainers. And Marilyn Manson was trying to warn us that this big gun shooting was coming, right? Because a big gun prop fell and crushed him on stage.
Right.
Right? And then Tom Petty, a guy that says that he won't back down. You know that one song, I Won't Back Down?
No, I don't know.
It's kind of like an anthem to like standing up to like authority, but really he's like a little Laurel Canyon
death fake
butt monkey. Yeah, he's probably hanging out with David Bowie and he's getting all his greatest hits. Whatever. OJ was hanging out in Las Vegas the minute that the massacre happened. What if OJ was up there in one of the towers?
OJ, yeah, it was OJ.
You know The Simpsons showed Ned Flanders shooting people, like in Vegas. He was shooting country people. Look at that. OJ spends first night as a free man near the scene of the massacre. That's right. OJ did it. OJ did it, and the earth is as flat as Gwen Stefani's titties. Those are my closing statements. No, really, all the flat earthers think that's funny because it's funny. Yeah, flat. Get it? Anyway, folks, you've been listening to the wonderful, the very special, the super wonderful Bruce Montalvo show that's on every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. And that was Jaja, my rapper wife. That's right. So, that's right. Just stay away from Katy Perry concerts because it might get you shot. See ya.